All right, guys, Drew Brees joins us here in the Superdome. I don't know if you know this, but your 50th all-time come-from-behind win, fourth quarter overtime. Congratulations.
Thank you. I didn't know that. Listen, each one of them kind of stands alone. You know, each one of them's unique and special in its own way. As I think about today's game, just, man, what a back-and-forth battle. You know, plenty of momentum shifts back and forth. Credit them. They played great, both sides of the ball. You know, I think for us, just finding a way to win. You know, that's what it's all about. Even on days where maybe you don't play your best, or you make a few mistakes that make it harder on yourself. To overcome that, I mean, think about the sequence of events at the end of the game, right? You know, we don't get the fourth down, right? They drive down. They're getting ready to score, but we stop them. You know, make them kick a field goal. You know, cause them to miss that field goal, right? And then we get the ball back, and offense goes down, and then here goes Wil Lutz and the kicking team, and we win the game. You know, so think about. I mean, everybody had to contribute. Everybody had to come up with plays in those drives in order to get the win. So definitely a team win. You appreciate these. You feel like, and they strengthen you. You know, they make you feel like no matter what the situation, you know, we'll always find a way, find a way to win. But I know we can play better. I know we can play better.
Sean Payton said that too after the game. You get the ball, though. You mentioned all the ebb and flow at the end of the game, but you get the ball with 1:56 left. What was the mindset of this offense at that point?
It was, hey, let's put together a good drive here and kick one with no time left and walk out of here with a W.
That worked out.
That's exactly was the thought.
When you found Mike Thomas, though, for that first down, I thought that was huge and doing what you wanted to accomplish there at the end. Take me through that play.
Yeah, you talking about the big third down?
Yeah.
Just you know, you're throughout the course of the game, you're gathering information, right? You're gathering information based on how they're playing you and how they're playing you in various situations, and how they're playing Mike and how they're playing Alvin and all these guys, right? And just assessing kind of where your matchups are and where you think, give you the best opportunities to make some big plays, get completions, move the chains, and just felt like that was an opportunity where, man, they'd been sitting a little bit, and so hey, let's double move them here and let's get a big play, and obviously it was a huch play.
You mentioned the 4th and 1 call. Sean said that he thought that was a bad call on his part. It seemed like there was no doubt you were going to go for it on that play.
Yeah. Listen, the unfortunate thing is the defense that they played allowed them to have one free hitter, and so we just couldn't get to him, couldn't block him, and so that's who came through and hit Alvin in the backfield, and that's unfortunate because obviously that's a big play in the game. You never want to give the ball back to him on your side of the field, but everybody rose to the occasion after that.
Jared Cook, a yard shy of 100 yards receiving. His best game is New Orleans Saint. You find him in the end zone. He just seems more and more comfortable, and you seem more and more comfortable with him.
Yeah, we're finding that rhythm. I'm really confident throwing to him. I mean, I think he displayed that aerial range, today on one of those passes where, he climbed the ladder, and I think everybody in the stadium just kind of looked at him and held their breath, because it was pretty amazing how high he went up to get that ball. But, yeah, he made some good plays today.
Sean mentioned that it wasn't the best game for the Saints, but it wasn't the best day for New York. And, a lot's been made about officiating and what calls the pass interference replays and all that. How is that, changed the way you kind of approach the game and the flow of the game, too?
Yeah. Listen, it doesn't change anything for us. I mean, it's not like we're playing the game any different. It's just a matter of how it's defined or officiated, right? My impression, as I've kind of seen the way this whole, reviewing pass interference has played out. First of all, let's just acknowledge the only reason this happened is because of what happened in the NFC Championship game to us, right? And I think what we've seen with the fact that very few pass interferences have been overturned, very few, right? I don't know what the percentages are, but it's maybe
large.
3% of challenged pass interferences have actually been overturned. My perception is that the only time they're really overturning something is if it's something like what happened in the NFC Championship game, like just avoiding a tragedy.
Blatant.
Right?
Yeah.
Avoiding a blatant, like, how did you miss that tragedy, right? So the fact that, Jared Cook gets called for PI, Mike Thomas gets called for PI, on plays that you just kind of shake your head, and then all of a sudden they get one overturned. It's like, well, I'm not quite sure what's being overturned and what's not and why.
Because I know you never change your approach, but to see calls like that, I mean, I didn't know how, from a mental standpoint, how that affects things out there.
No, it doesn't. We just play ball.
All right, final question, quick turnaround. You have the Falcons. I know you want to, play better than when you faced them earlier this season. How has the quick turnaround, impact this football team?
Listen, it's challenging. It's challenging because, you're having to balance workload with preparation, with, getting your body right and just all those things. So, man, this is extremely tough to turn around and play on a Thursday. Extremely tough. But listen, we're going to do our best. We're going to be ready. We're going to be ready, and get our bodies right, get our minds ready to play, and then go out with a ton of energy and excitement and go try to win another game.
As always, I appreciate your time. Great win.
Thank you.
All right, Drew Brees here in the Superdome. Yeah, another day at the office for number 9. Another win and comeback style. This one getting the ball with under 2 minutes left. Back to you.